Hi all! So this is Mokosh Tarot, and here on my channel we focus on intuitive tarot reading, but also with a small twist with focus on Slavic mythology. So here I have 3 cards and I welcome you to pick one of them to get your message for this week. As you can see, we have 3 groups. First of them is a group with white quartz. Then we have an amethyst in the middle and angel aura quartz at the right. So this is group number 1, 2, and 3. Let's have a moment to think about, tune into our intuition. So for this reading, I will be using a classic card deck, as well as this beautiful Egyptian tarot from 18th century that is not widely used, and I don't know why, because I think it's just gorgeous. And we'll dive deep into the meaning of this card today as well. And except from that, I will be using also another deck. Sorry for the noise. So this is Manara Erotic Tarot. So for the love messages, I think that would be our perfect choice today. All right, so group number 1, welcome. We'll see what this week will have in store for you. So you picked the Clear Quartz group, and your main card will be this guy. So as we can see, love interest, male figure. Perhaps you are in the relationship right now, or you have certain male energy going in your life. So it could be either situationship or some kind of romantic situation, romantic interests going on. So that will be our main theme of this week. So let's see what else we have in store for you. We'll start from the Egyptian tarot. And here we have a beautiful card called Jour, which means a day. It corresponds to the Sun card in more traditional tarot. Okay, so definitely hope, some kind of new beginning, and a lot of fresh energy, right? Here we have some other cards from classical deck and from Manara. Let's start from left. 8. We can also interpret this as 8 of Wands. 8 is a symbol of plenty, of whole. We have also 8 tones in the octave, in the musical octave. So something coming to an end, a full... I'm sorry for this break, my camera died, so we'll just read that again. So 8 of Wands, right? A symbol of completion, of a cycle ending. This is our meaning here. We have 8 notes in the musical octave, right? So definitely a cycle ending here. Let's get some more clearance in that. So we have a King of Fire here, Karol Ognia, right? This is a Russian deck. So this male figure, as we can see the symbolics here, Sun, male figure, Karol Ognia, right? So a very fierce individual, a lot of fiery energy. Perhaps someone who is a little bit impatient, or just very passionate about the thing that is going on between you two. Again, we go back to classical. Again, a male figure. However, look at the sign. Look at the sign. This is another guy that comes into the situation. probably a rival, probably someone who wants to destroy this kind of beautiful date that is going on between you two. All right, then we have air. Air from Manara Tarot. This air represents you. As you know, the more air you induce to a fire, right, to a fireplace, the bigger it gets. So you two go fantastically together. You complement each other. So this is definitely a union meant for you. You will get stronger together. You will just support each other. And but remember, you're all encompassing. You are the air here. Here, as a King of Fire, also known as Ace of Fire, right? In this deck, this guy cannot live without you. What happens if you just put a lid on a candle? It dies, right? So his passion could be a little bit codependent, right? Or passion to you. So be careful. Remember, you are all encompassing energy. You are whole yourself. You don't need your fire, right? Fire needs you. So be careful and consider what this guy has to say. He's maybe a rival. He's maybe someone who wants to like destroy or put some difference between you. But he has a very important message to say that will help you deal with this possibly codependent situation. And there, as the outcome, we have 7. See? Very same color, very same sign. So 7, it's a favorite number of God, right? So Russian says Бог Троицу любит. So the God loves 3, but God also loves 7, right? Number of days in the week, you name it, right? All the symbolic numerology we met in the Bible or other holy texts from other cultures. So the end will be good. The end will mean harmony, a godly, whatever that means to you, union. It will be fun, but it's very important that you listen to this contradicting energy. Remember, there's always a little bit of nuit, night, in the jour, in the day, right? There's a little bit of moon and stars. You have to listen to this message in order to attain this beautiful harmony. I hope this message finds you well. I wanted to say also something a little bit about the clear quartz. So this is your energy for this week for sure. Remember, clear quartz has a lot to do with air, right? It has the same qualities. It's also transparent. Is the light can shine through it. So the tranquility and transparency will guide you this week. Okay, group number 1, thank you so much for this reading, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. Hi, group number 2. Okay, so let's go to our to our reading. Also meeting, right? If you like it. It's the kind of meeting we have here. So you chose the Amethyst. Beautiful, beautiful amethyst. Okay, and your main energy will be a queen. All right. So the main card from the Egyptian tarot that popped out for you will be lettre. So the letter. You can see the little guy here. He's holding a torch or a scarabæus symbol, which is a symbol of pharmacies, of doctors, right, in the ancient times, and also a book, a letter. So you will have some very healing message, very enlightening, healing message brought to you. And on the other side, right, that didn't pop out because it popped out like this, we have embarrass. So some sort of meeting of two energies that are not very well together. We won't expect it in this week, but there will be some aspect to it because, you know, yin and yang, everything has a tiny bit of its own opposition in it. That's just how the world works. So let's start. Our first traditional card that we'll have is Four of Hearts. So hearts in the traditional card readings are very good symbols. They are symbols of light, of love, or of also of health, right? That was the word I was searching for. And we have a number 4. Number 4 is a number of pure harmony, right? So we are off to a good start. We have an Empress, right? A Queen in our traditional deck as a main energy for this week. And we have a perfect health, perfect love, so abundance. We start with abundance. And this is very fantastic. We also know that we'll receive some kind of healing message, right? So we go to the Manara card. Sadnica Земли. So the Lady Knight of Earth, right? In Manara Tarot, we can also read it as an Ace of Earth. So again, we have this Empress energy going on, a Queen Warrior. But as you can see, she's like releasing this kind of horse from its, how to say it, from its like seclusion, right? And we have a beautiful spring, beautiful flowers going on around. So you're not only healing, you're not only receiving these healing messages, you're not only achieving this beautiful full harmony of health, but you're also releasing some very strong deep energies that are inside you. The release of these energies will cause this beautiful spring or summer or just flourishing nature around it. All right, so it's probably, this letter will probably will probably cause you to do so, inspire you to do so. Okay, so we go back, we go next, and we have Moon. This is interesting. Moon. So Moon, as we know, and as we can see on this beautiful cloth, tarot cloth that we have here, is a Moon card as well, as my favorite card of the tarot deck. Also, is a symbol of secrets, of some kind of secrets, very important messages that we keep to ourselves. But the ones that we are aware of, we are just not ready yet to share it with others, or we purposefully don't want to do that. But here, as we can see, our Moon sits a little bit like in the opposition of that. So you have two forces going on. You have your Moon, you have your secret energies that are inside you that you cherish a lot, and you don't really want to share it with the outer world, right? But you also have the promise that if you let all of your secret power, secret sides as well out, you'll receive this beautiful flourishment. You'll achieve the fullness of your health, of your wealth, of your well-being, abundance, right? Let's have some clarity on that, get some clarity on that by, this card. Yeah. We have a number 10. Look also how it corresponds with the Queen. So 10, as we know, is a number also very important in numerology, right? So we have 10 of our fingers on both our both hands and legs. Sorry for such a stupid statement, but this is true. And 10 represents our abilities. So in a very literal sense, right? So we in our manual abilities, but also in a spiritual sense. So remember that even though you cherish some part of yourself that is secret, that maybe you fear that will do some damage if you let it out, this will give you a full ability that you're striving for in whatever part of life it is, right? So it could be in your business, in your finance, in your self-esteem. I also have this message that it could be, if you're an artist, your ability to self-promote, to sell your idea, your vision as a product to sponsors, to promoters. You have to let out these vital forces that are in you out, right? And you'll receive a message that will push you to do it. And only then you will achieve this Queen energy, all-encompassing Empress energy that you have inside you, but you really have to release it. And to end all of this, we have a 6 of Hearts. 6 is a very important symbol. 6 of Hearts is a very important symbol also in the Bible, also in other holy texts of other religions. So number 6, we immediately, from Judeo-Christian, maybe a part of the world or part of culture, we associate immediately what? With the 6th commandment, right? So all things sexual, even, forgive me, 69, I mean, let's face it, this is a symbol of our sexuality. So whatever forces you're trying to keep to yourself, it's not even hiding you, like you're aware of the sides, right? You just want to share with everyone. Maybe you feel they will overpower you like this. Don't be afraid. Really, don't be afraid. See, this corresponds to that. You cannot be fully in your Empress energy if you do not accept the strong and vital forces that your sexuality brings. Remember, it's not only being sexy, it's also being confident in your body, being confident in the way you speak, in the way you move yourself, in the way you build relationships with non-sexual and non-romantic relationships with other people. Our sexuality, we forget this a lot. Oh, sorry, it's just my battery died. So our sexuality, we forget it a lot, but it's true. It's also our procreational energy, right? So this, our energy to be creative, to come up with ideas, in literal sense is our ability to create children, but in metaphorical sense, our children could be art pieces, could be business businesses, right? Business ventures, could be anything that we create. So remember, this is very important energy to release, and you can only achieve your full ability, like our 10 fingers, if you release that. Remember also horses are symbols of like very what's the word in English? I forgot. But there are symbols of sexuality, right? In many cultures, you can see in the languages that whatever connected to horses is somehow connected in a maybe not so official language to sexuality. So this is the message I will leave you with. Don't be afraid. And of course, you can feel a little bit embarrassed. You can feel a little bit in conflict with your own self, with your own energy. But rest assured, this letter, this message will set you free. I don't know what it will be, but keep your eyes open. It could be I don't know, a quote that you see, a person that you meet, just a random number appearing somewhere. Really, it could be something like that. Could be a song. I'm not getting a very clear signal yet, but have your eyes open and wait. You will absolutely get this message. So this is all I have for you today. Please don't ever be ashamed of your own energies. And also don't really punish yourself for it. We are all on the path of our own. We have the best timing for ourselves going on in our life. So don't push things forward. Relax, observe, and have a very blessed week. Thank you, and see you next time. All right, group number 3, welcome you all to our small meeting. As we said in the group number 2, to our reading. So you chose Angel Quartz. See how beautiful, like the light comes through. I don't know if you can see that. But we have this very beautiful Angel Quartz here. And as I was preparing your pile, I get a lot of messages. Heaps of cards came coming out, so I choose the one that I felt the most drawn to. And your energy for a whole next week will be Joker. Joker. The red Joker. So as I was picking these cards, I get very like innocent energy for you. Someone very, how to say that? A little bit like childlike, but not naive, just very happy-go-lucky, trusting person, but not in a sense of being, I don't know, childish or stupid, or no, just in the sense of being just trusting your intuition and trusting the good fortune like a kid. And I think this energy of yours is super beautiful. And I was so surprised with your reading because it came out like something for a completely different person. So our main card from Egyptian Tarot will be Force Majeure, which is like higher power. It corresponds, as you can also maybe a little bit associate it with, already to the Devil card in the tarot deck. On the traditional tarot deck, you can see two people being bonded together under this like devil-like person. Oh, sorry guys, technology is really killing me today. But as we were saying, this card looks a little bit like devil, but for me, it's more like a sphinx person here. Someone who has, or a mermaid that has some kind of quest for you, or maybe not a quest, but charade, yeah, to solve. So as we were talking, we have a beautiful childlike energy. You know, he's playing, he's just enjoying himself, like a little bit of a hanged man energy card, right? Let's start. Ooh, a lot of luck and a lot of ability, a lot of skill. So even though you're a happy-go-lucky kind of person, you trust yourself because you have reasons. You know your shit. I'm sorry for the cuss word, but like, you know your expertise, right? I'm very interested what this all refers to. We have Sluga Ognia, which means servant of fire. Again, a lot of fiery energy beneath all that childlike energy. I love that. And then we have Earth, Земля, also Ace of Earth. Yeah, it could be read like this. So again, Earth and Fire. And I have this September song of Earth, Wind, and Fire coming in my mind. Maybe there's something to it. Maybe there's something going on in September that you have to watch for. And then we have Three of Hearts. So absolutely godly, as we can say, results, right? So Russian says, Бог тройку любит, right? So like, the God loves three, and it's true, right? So harmony, godliness, cleanliness, simplicity and truth in very mundane, obvious things. And to end all of that, we have a black joker. It's insane. Like, I don't know what's going on with these cards, but this is just crazy. So look, I think this is like your two sides, right? So you have this very happy-go-lucky, fiery red joker. But you also have Earth and the black joker. So even though you're trusting and have this like very childlike, angel-like energy, you're also very grounded. Земля, Earth, ground, right? You're grounded. You know your stuff. You know your expertise. And yet, you have this devil. You have this force majeure. There will be a situation where you will have to compromise somehow. You'll have to be a servant of the fire, right? And you will have to acknowledge your darker side, your maybe more pensive side, right? But don't be too afraid. Okay guys, so technology is really not working with me today, but it's okay. So it's just technology, right? So you'll be in the situation where you have to compromise somehow. You'll have to be that servant of the fire, even though you have this very innocent, childlike, trustful energy. You'll have to be grounded for a little bit. But don't worry, you have all the ability in the world, right? You know your stuff. You will be able to be grounded. And believe me, it's something that will pass. Okay? Everything in our life passes eventually. And it's both a good thing and a bad thing. We don't know, but let's be grateful for that. Because that's life. Yeah, that's just a gift of life. That's how it works. And the end result will be very simple, but very lovely, right? Don't expect big things. You will end up well. You will end up well, safe and sound, in a very lovely, godly place. Whatever God means to you, whatever universe means to you, they will take care of you. So really be prepared for on the situation when you have to use your darker side a little bit. Okay, so I think you really have to trust yourself this week. Remember, you have all the facets, all the characteristics that will let you live through the situation. And remember about these both sides of yours. You're really capable and you'll get through that. So, with wishing, with all the best wishes, wishing you lots of love and power and strength for this week. This is all I have for you. And yeah, have a good one. See you next time.